can never predict all questions you could be asked in a job interview, but there are two that very often come up. What are your strengths, or why should we hire you? And what's your greatest weakness? While I won't provide you with a scripted answer, since your answer has to be tailored to a specific job, let me give you a few tips on what to include in your answers. So firstly, if they ask you what can you do for our company, what are your strengths, or why should we hire you, the questions might be slightly different, but your answer should be the same, and it should focus on what you can offer to the company. Basically, you want to answer the question by letting the interviewer know what you can do for them, what problems you've solved, and how your employers benefited as a result. So focus on the specific tasks in the job description that are critical to the position and tell the interviewer why you're the best person to handle them. It's very important that you back up your answers with examples. Anyone can say that they have great organizational skills, for example. However, if you say, I have excellent organizational skills, in the last year alone, I've organized 10 corporate events with up to 300 participants each. That's a much more specific answer that's going to impress the interviewer. Let's suppose the job description is looking for a strong manager. Again, anyone can say they have strong management skills. Whereas if you mention that 3 people in your team got promoted last year, or you've been voted Manager of the Year, that's again going to be a much more impressive answer. So back up your answer with examples. As for the what's your greatest weakness question, firstly, I think it's a very lame question. I never ask it myself. But the reason the interviewer asks the question is that they want to see, are you self-aware enough to know that we all have weaknesses? I would avoid that you don't answer this question with something like, I just work too hard, or I'm a perfectionist. These are very cliched answers, and interviewers have most likely heard them hundreds of times before. I would advise that you mention something that used to be a weakness but you've overcome it, or something that's currently a weakness but you're working on it right now. For example, you could say, I didn't used to be very confident in public speaking, but I've joined a public speaking course and I can feel myself getting much more confident. Or you could mention a small requirement on a job description that you haven't got, but maybe you got something similar. So let's say there's a computer program that you haven't used, but you've used something very, very similar. So you could mention, I haven't used whatever program is listed on the job description, and then mention the program you've used and add that it wouldn't take you long to learn it. I hope that you found it useful. If you're looking for more tips on how to interview with confidence, check out my free How to Win at Job Interviews e-course. You will find the link below this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.